Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, hopefully this will be very useful to you guys because I think I may have found out how to make extra game saves in the game. Disclaimer, I am not an expert at this. I don't usually go tinkering with files and stuff. I just now started modding, so do this at your own risk. I have done this. I've tested it numerous times. I haven't lost my save, and this works for me, but I cannot guarantee it will work for you though. All I can show you guys is exactly what I did in order to make this work, and hope to God that it works the same for everybody else. Like I said, if for some reason you happen to do something and you lose your file, you got your warning, okay? So I have a list of steps here of what you need to do in order to make this work. And the very first thing you need to do is you need to go to Steam. You need to go over to your little cog here. You need to go to properties and you need to turn Steam Cloud off. This is very important because Steam Cloud will actively interfere with your local files and you do not want that to happen. Turn Steam Cloud off so that way it will not bother your files. If for whatever reason you absolutely need Steam Cloud to be on for this game, go ahead and just leave the video because I don't think that this method works with Steam Cloud. So just a heads up on that. Make sure that Steam Cloud is turned off. Okay, that was the first step. Next step, we want to follow this path here. That'll get us to our game save. Now, some people might have some difficulty with this, so we're going to go through this together so that way this isn't a problem. So go to your main drive. Should be the C drive for most computers. Standard is the C drive. You want to go to users. Then you want to go to whatever your computer's name is. And then this part is important. The next place you're going to go might not be visible for you here. So the next place you're going to want to go is app data. App data is the next folder you're looking at here. Some of you may be scratching your head because you cannot see an app data folder here. Let's fix that. If you're one of those people, if you see app data here, go ahead and click it and wait for us to catch up to you. If you do not see app data, if it's not here for you, then I'm going to show you how to make that visible. We're going to go up to view and all the way over here, we're going to click hidden items. This will make app data visible for you. Okay. So when you go back here, after you click that, you go back here to home. It should be here, or it should have popped up for you just right here. You should be able to see app data. If it didn't, if you still don't see app data here, I don't know what to fucking tell you because that's the only way I know how to bring it up. So now that we're here, we're caught up with everybody else. We're going to go to app data. We're going to go to local low, and then we're going to go to Nocta Games because that is the developer who made this game. And bam. Now we have made it to our supermarket simulator file. So once we click on this, this is where our saves are going to be. These files will not be here for you. These are my personal game save files that I made, and you're going to do the same thing. So what you want to do is you want to click new folder. You want to create however many game files you want. If you want just one, that's fine. If you want two, if you want three, it doesn't matter. And as a matter of fact, if you only just want one game save and you're not planning on having any more, then you shouldn't even be here. Like this has nothing to do with you. So so if you just want one game save file, you're okay with just the one, then none of this is even relevant to you to begin with. So you can just, none of this is even going to matter to you. But if you want multiple saves, you're obviously going to want to make a minimum of 2 files. And you want to name one your main save or number 1 or number 2, like whatever you want to do. Make sure they're distinct and they're different and you understand which file is which, okay? So if you have already started a game, you are going to see an ES3 file here. This is your game save file. This ES3 file is your game save. You're going to want to take this and you're going to want to drag it up to whatever folder you designated as your primary or number 1 main save spot. Once you do that, it's going to go into the folder, but it's going to give you a warning first that says that this file may be potentially dangerous or whatever. That's fine. Just drag it up, say okay. And once it's in there, it should have left from this page. If it did not, like you dragged it up and for some reason it's not gone from here, then make sure it's in your folder. But after you confirm that it exists in the folder, you can go ahead and delete this because you're going to have to get rid of this anyway. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. Now, according to the game, now that there's nothing here and your save is secure in the first slot here, or whatever your first folder is, when you boot up the game from this point, it will not give you the option to continue your game. It'll now start as a new game. And I'll show you. Supermarket Simulator. All right, game's booted up, and as you can see, continue is grayed out. You can no longer continue. It's over with. That's done. So now we're going to create a new game. As soon as we created that new game, as soon as this new game was created, a new save was created. And I'll show you guys that right now. The game is still up, by the way. Just to let you guys know, the game is still up. But as you can see now, even though we got rid of this file and put it into the main one, there is now a new save here. This is your brand new game that you just started. And one thing you'll notice now with this game, which didn't happen before, but this is something that's happening now. When you open up your start menu here and you click save, the game will create a brand new save file for you again. So let's go back to our display here. There it is. Now there's two save files there. And if you go to your folder, you go to date modified, by the way, for example, and you make sure that the newer save file is always on the bottom. Every time you go to the game, I'm in the game right now. I'm gonna click save again so you guys can see it. When you click save, it's gonna create a new file. You're gonna always want to use the newest file that shows up as your backup. This will always be your backup for whatever save. So assuming this is your main save, right? This is your primary save. You're gonna take this, you're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna paste it into your main save folder. If this is your second save, you're going to copy it into there. And if it's your third save, you're going to copy it into there. But this was the new game file. This is the brand new game. So if you already had your game save file, you're going to take this and you're going to save it into the 2. And then once again, once it's saved and secure and you know that it's there, you're going to go ahead and delete those after you exit the game, of course. And that's done. So now, our save 2 is here. If you want to retrieve your other save files, for example, delete any game save file that's here after you've backed it up in the proper folder. After your save has been saved in the proper folder, you're going to want to pick out the one that you want now, and you're going to copy and paste it here. So I want my main save back, right? Click on that. Copy. We're going to paste that here. And now our main save is saved here. So next time we boot up the game, which we're about to do right now, give it a second for it to pop up on the screen. Okay, game is up now. As you can see, continue is now visible. So if I go to continue, here is my main file. This is my main game save. This has all of my stuff in here. Everything is still available and exactly as I left it, right? That's great. That is what you want to happen, okay? So, for the purposes of driving home the point that I made before, we're opening up the menu to save the game here. But when we go back to our display here, this is our folder. The game is still open. You guys can't see it, but it's still open. And the file that you transferred from the first main save file is still here. This is that file. If you click save in the game, it's going to create a brand new file. This is the new save for your main save, right? So now that you have a new save, let's just say you've been playing, you did all you wanted to do, you hit save, and you're ready to quit, okay? So you're done playing, you played for a couple hours, you had a bunch of fun or whatever, you got further into the game, you've saved, now we're going to quit, okay? We have two files here. Your old file, from when you first started the game and you brought this over, and your new file. You don't need your old file anymore. That's useless to you. You're going to take your new file and we're going to copy and we're going to paste that into your main save file. But remember, your old game save is still here too, so that needs to go. This one's highlighted because you just copied and pasted it in here, so you know this is your newest file. Also, you can check the date here. It says date modified. It has the date right there. So delete the old one, and you're done. So let's just say now, I've done my main save. I'm tired of my main save. I want to go to my brand new save, one of my other saves here, and play that one. You've already confirmed that your new file is saved here and it's secure, right? So you can delete this. This can go. Now you want to play on Gamesave 2, for example. You open up Gamesave 2, copy, go back, paste it. And there it is. This is your Gamesave 2 file. So when the game opens now, it will see your Gamesave 2 file and you'll be able to play on that one. So let's open the game again. Game is now open. As you can see, you are able to continue. This is your new game, your second game save file. So this is the one I was playing earlier that has, you know, it's just a basic. I put stuff on the shelf just to make sure that I can recognize it. And there it is. As simple as that. You have access to this now. You can do whatever you want. Play the game, do a bunch of stuff. You've done a bunch of things. You've made a bunch of money. You had a good time, right? Now it's time to stop. You're done. Game session is over. Open up the game. Click save. Just like before, quit to desktop. Once again, your old folder or your old file is here. This is your old game save file for save 2. We don't need the old one. Delete it. Take the new one, copy, paste it back into your save 2 file, delete the old one. Done. Good to go. And you can delete this one or you can keep it there. If you know you're going to play on your game save file too, the next time you get on, go ahead and just leave this here. If you know that next time you play, you're going to want to play on your other file, you can take your main save file and put it here. Now, like I said, this is kind of tedious. It's a little weird. All the files like have these weird, you know, all these numbers and stuff. It could probably get easy to get them mixed up. Maybe you accidentally move something you didn't mean to move it or whatever. Anything could happen. So, like I said, just be very careful, be very mindful, understand what file you're utilizing and what you need, and make sure that you're saving always and replacing the old files with the newest save. And you should be fine. Like I said, I do realize how tedious this is, but just for example's sake, I'll show you guys one more time. So we've already secured our second file that's saved. Get rid of this. We want to go back to our main save. Copy. Paste. Open up the game. And bam, there you go. Easy as that. It seems complicated. I do realize that there's like a lot involved with it or whatever. But this is the only way that I know to have multiple game save files. You really want to be careful and pay attention, pay close attention to what you're doing. Because if you mess this up, you mess it up, man. You know, I showed you guys the best way that I can. I reiterate it 3 or 4 times. I don't know what else I can do beyond that, but hopefully this helps and this works for people who are savvy enough to figure it out. If you end up messing it up, I do apologize that happened, but we are all taking risks here. You were warned. Don't at me, bro. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you for watching. And also too, if there is anybody out there who knows of a easier, better to explain, more simplistic, more streamlined way, by all means, undermine my video. Tell everybody that I'm an idiot and that I'm doing it wrong, and do it the proper way. Show everybody the right and easier way to do this. If you know of a better way to do it, I would rather your video spread and people do it that way than do it my way. So feel free to come into my comment section and be like, dude, this is stupid. Like, the way you did that is so tedious and ridiculous. Here's a better way. Let us all know so we can all be on the same page, because I would rather accurate and useful information be out there than just something that's not being helpful to everyone. So I'm not going to get offended. I'm not going to get mad or anything like that. I encourage you, if there is an easier and better way, let everybody know. And I will shout you out. I will say your name directly and put your name up, and I will let everybody know that you were the one who told me I was an idiot and fixed this complicated thing that I tried to do. So, like I said, hopefully this helped, though. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you on the next one.